Nobody wants to look at holiday decorations in February when they're shopping for a house. We're not going to just like vomit decorations all over the house this year. There are serious people that need to buy even during the holidays. Should you list your house during the holidays or should you just wait until January? This is a great question. I get this a lot, actually, especially this time of year. So, here are a couple things to keep in mind. When we list a house prior to the holidays, I just want to set expectations that the number of showings is likely going to be less. Because what we find is that the people who are serious, the serious buyers, are the ones out shopping during the holidays. So, don't be discouraged if your number of showings is, not so great, if it's a little bit crickety when you launch on the market. That's okay because there are serious people that need to buy even during the holidays. People are getting job relocations, people are in a house that is going to be selling. They've got to be out of their current situation. There's people who are getting divorced, getting married, all different types of motivations for people to sell that is irrelevant to the time of year. There are a lot of people that are looking to buy. So I want to be clear about that. But a couple of things that I would say. Number one is if you've got holiday decorations, I would not have your photos taken when you have holiday decorations up. And mainly the reason for that is because by January, once the holidays are past, those photos are stale. Nobody wants to look at holiday decorations in February when they're shopping for a house, or even much after Christmas or, the holiday season. So I would definitely make sure that you get photos done without any holiday decorations. Make sure that holiday decorations are at a minimum. Just, prepare your family. Look, we're not going all out like we normally do. We're not going to put all the things and all the little trinkets from all the little kids stuff from the time they were little and in preschool and they made it all, and, all of grandma's decorations. We're not going to just like vomit decorations all over the house this year. We're going to keep it very selective, and it's just going to be a little bit lighter and sparser. It's 1 year. It's not the end of the world. So when you have showings, I would just, you want to keep it very kind of minimalistic and tasteful as much as you can. Certainly as a realtor, I'd love for you not to have holiday decorations. I mean, personally, I would say skip it altogether, but I understand how important it is. Definitely Christmas lights, hanging lights on a house after when it's not holiday season, that's just terrible. It even gives this impression like you're not really maintaining your house. If I see a string of lights on a house and it's February, I think, what else are they? Are they too busy to even take care of their water heater, mop the floors? So be very careful about that. If you're getting a divorce, when I'm working in divorce listings, the thing about the holidays is specific to divorce is that this really is a heightened time for additional conflict. I mean, you've got a lot of custody issues going on, during and around the holidays. Maybe it was always the family tradition that you always went to, the parade and you went to grandma's house for Christmas. Husband now has custody of the kids on Christmas. And so you can't take your kids to your parents' house like you always did. So you want to try to negotiate maybe a trade or a swap of time allotment, and it may not go over so well. So we see a lot of heightened conflict in divorces, certainly around money as well. We see that a lot of families want to overcompensate for what's going on at home, and there's a lot of guilt, so they want to spend a lot more money on Christmas presents for the kids, even though they may not have a lot of money, and money creates a lot of stress in the family. So it's just a heightened time for conflict, and naturally you can imagine. So in a divorce listing, I tend to say if we are not on the market by the middle of December, we just punt until January. That's just typically my rule of thumb, unless there's a specific reason. Maybe the house is in foreclosure, or maybe we've got, certain plans or certain deadlines that really need to happen. So that would force us to go ahead and list it, sooner. But just generally speaking, I tend to wait until January. But if you do need to list your house during the holidays, certainly, hopefully keep in mind these tips, but certainly know that it's okay to go ahead and list your house during the holidays, and you will get the more serious buyers that are out there. you have less competition too. So a lot of people wait until after the first of the year. So by going on the market during the holidays, you're not going to have quite as much competition. So that's another good thing to keep in mind. Anyway, I hope this helps. Please follow, subscribe, and like. And if you have any additional questions about listing your house in the holidays or anything that I just said, drop a comment because I do look at the comments and I love to engage. So, anyway, best to you. Thanks for listening.